Good evening. Welcome to another edition of Sky Blue Fans TV on this lovely Mother's Day Sunday. Hope you all enjoyed the time with your mothers and whatever you did today, and you enjoyable. I'm sure you did. Right, well, yesterday, a bit frustrating, wasn't it? Sky Blues couldn't quite make it another 3 points yesterday, although we didn't play too badly, I thought. Southampton come and did a job on us, and they came, well, basically they're the only the second team to come away with maximum points from the CBS. They brought the 3 points away. Only Ipswich have done that so far. So 2 defeats at home isn't too bad. So I'm not too despondent. The performance wasn't that bad. We just needed a little bit more conviction, I think, up front. So we march on. There's 8 massive games left, of course. And I think perhaps maybe another 4 wins and a draw maybe will do it, maybe less, depending on the other results. And the other results have been very kind to us lately. So let's hope that continues. But we need to do it ourselves. We need to get points in the bag ASAP. And we have got a little slightly depleted squad tonight. Claudio is a late. He's just made it back from his commitments this afternoon, which is fair play to him. He jumped on. We didn't expect him to be here. We have got Vicky, Luke, and Claudio. So let's bring Claudio in. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. You just made it back. You're out of breath.
Yeah, I've been for a nice meal down at Berry Fields at Meriden. Highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Obviously for Mother's Day, my wife who's vegetarian, so we thought we'd take her to a pig farm to have a roast dinner. So half Jewish as well. So what can you say to that, Ken?
Well, okay. Well, I can't further comment. Let's bring in Vicky. Good evening, Vicky. Vicky's there somewhere. Yes. Good evening, Vic. You okay?
Evening.
Evening. How are you? You all right?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Good. And we've got no Jack or Miles tonight, but making his 6th appearance of the season is Luke, who's come out of reserves. Good evening.
Right. I'm knackered.
No, you just don't come back from Manchester, haven't you?
Yeah, it took me mum to a Coronation Street tour for Mother's Day, and Villa were playing up there, weren't they? So the roads were horrendous because everyone's travelled to Manchester to support Man United.
Of course, yeah, not Villa fans, all Man United fans.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Right, okay, let's get on with it then. Disappointing yesterday, unfortunately. We failed to get the 3 points where a lot of us probably expected us to, or get something out of the game. We ended up with nothing. So we're going to talk the first half. Well, we're going to talk about the team changes first with Claudio. In comes Eccles and Haji Wright. Out goes BTA and Sims. Were you surprised at that, Claudio, yesterday?
Oh, slightly. Just the Eccles one more than anything else, because I just thought playing at home would be more aggressive going forward with BTA in the team.
Yeah.
And playing Eccles, it just seemed like quite a defensive thing to do. And I know he covers a lot of ground, but creatively, he's not going to do much for us, I don't think. I'm not saying BTA can create more, but you'd like to think he might be able to get in the right place to score, maybe in front of goal and all the rest of it. Maybe Victor Talk could have played there, although, as Jack alluded to, he's never played in number 10 all season. It was Haji Wright obviously was picked. Haji Wright may well has not been there yesterday, because I just thought he was ineffective.
One of his ineffective games, didn't he?
Yeah, so
that's quite a few of them, to be fair, there wasn't he, this season?
Well, yeah, but I thought Sims, with his bit more power, might have done us a bit of good. I'm not really sure what Frank was trying to do there, to be honest. And obviously, CWR are too afraid to ask why the change. But I would have stuck with BTA instead of Eccles. I mean, it's easy with hindsight, isn't it? But
yeah,
I think you could see in the first half it just wasn't working. So I was surprised.
Yeah, I expected an unchanged team to be. I didn't think it. I thought possibly Wright coming back would probably be the only change. I didn't expect him to change the midfield, to be honest. I thought maybe the only one change would be up front, but he obviously opted to bring in Eccles as well, which did surprise me. But
the player we're missing is Rodoni in that position because he comes and looks for the ball in the right way.
He brings players away. He creates space, doesn't he?
Exactly. So and I think that's what we missed with that lineup in the first half, and it showed because we were lacking imagination for a lot of it. I thought they did a number on us basically that first half.
Yeah,
and the one thing we have to learn as a team is if they sit somebody on Grimes, we have to find another way of playing because the two lads at the back, they're just not very good at bringing the ball forward, and we suffered. And because there's no other man looking for it, i.e. in the Eccles position, and bypassing Grimes and maybe going to him and then creating something, we're kind of stuck. So I thought, I mean, maybe Frank should have been braver and changed something in the first half when he could see it wasn't working. I don't know. I wasn't happy with the lineup, if I'm honest.
No, and it didn't. I mean, they come and obviously did a job. They sat two men on Grimes, really, didn't they? Try and take him out of the game. That's what they did. They come to stop us play, basically, didn't they? That's what their aim was. And I think, obviously, they succeeded. They could turn around and say that they could see it succeeded in the end, which they did, because they won the game, unfortunately. But that's the sort of tactics we've got to try and overcome if we can. We've got eight big, massive games coming up, and there's going to be a lot of teams trying to do the same, isn't there? They know the way we play, and they're going to come and try and stop us play, obviously, and try and do as much to disrupt us as possible. And I think that's what's going to happen now from now to the end of the season.
A bizarre stat is that before the game, we had 99% chance of being the top two. We're now 99.1%.
Well, there you go. Well, those who believe in stats, there you go. It might be a good stat. But I'm not too despondent. We all obviously like to win. We're not going to win every game, and it's just one of them games where a little bit more luck. I thought we probably could have got something, but that's good. Okay, let's talk about the first half then, Vic. What do you think? How did you see the first half going? And did you expect the changes? I mean, I know your good friend Mr. Sims sitting behind you. He was dropped again. I suppose you'd be disappointed in that.
I actually expected them to be dropped. I thought that's probably what Frank would do. I thought that would be the swap. So I wasn't surprised about that. I think I agree with Claudia. I was slightly surprised to see Asante swap for Eccles.
Yeah.
I wonder whether because we just seemed a bit ponderous in that first half, but I wonder whether we were expecting Southampton to come and give it a bit of a go, as opposed to them coming and just trying to kill off the game. I was surprised, and I suppose it shows how far we've come as a team. That we haven't beat Southampton for a while now, but in the past it's always looked slightly like men against boys to a degree. Whereas yesterday they've come and had to try and do a job to beat us, and that's a change, isn't it? In sort of our fortunes and their fortunes, I guess. And I expect that. So I think we probably set up wrong for the way they then played. And like Claudia said, maybe that Frank could have been brave and done something in the first half, because I think it was evident that we needed some. You look back and you think we had the better chances.
Yeah.
And I can't quite put. I don't know how to feel about the game really, because we didn't play really bad. We probably made the best chances, and I'm sort of a bit like befuddled about how to feel about it all really.
I think that their keeper certainly made that fantastic save, didn't he, from Kitchen, the header.
Yeah,
that was outstanding.
I thought that was going in. It looked to me.
It was down our end, wasn't it?
Well, the balls from Eccles onto Kitchen, that was like a perfect cross, perfect header, perfect save. And unfortunately, without the perfect save, it would have been a great goal, wouldn't it? So you're just like, oh.
Yeah. It just, and the longer the game on, you thought, well, we're going to get someone out of this game. We might have to settle for a point here. But I didn't actually think we'd go and lose it. But it was just one of them things. But the first half was for me, it was a little bit stop and start, and I say the way they lined up against us, they were clearly there to stop us playing. That's how they lined up to try and stop us playing.
they were lucky as well that there was such a poor referee, because he allowed so much of their dark arts to go. And that's the trouble. You're sitting there thinking they're going to succeed here because this ref has got no control of this game at all, and he's letting them get away with everything. And that's just frustrating.
It is very, very frustrating because we'll talk about it a bit later on. And we've got some pictures of some of the fouls, close-up pictures of the fouls, which really, if we did have VAR, would have been red cards without a shadow of a doubt. Obviously, unfortunately, we haven't got any VAR at the moment in the Championship, so we just have to go by what the referee sees. And he didn't see a lot, did he? Really? But anyway, let's move on to Luke then. Good evening, mate.
You all right, mate?
Not too bad. How did you see that first half? Did you say? I mean, there wasn't a lot. I mean, the keeper for me saved them in that first half with that fantastic save, and I said we had a couple of chances. Haji, the kitchen header. It was just one of them games, wasn't it? Frustrating.
Yeah, I think yesterday we couldn't have brought a goal if we wanted to. For me, I'll echo what sort of Vicky said. The referee, after about, I think it's the first 10 minutes, I think I got sort of conceding. I thought, if that's how they want to play it, then let's play it like that. And unfortunately, we just couldn't. I think, like I said, this dark arts and just being allowed to get away with everything. I think once the referee sets them sort of standards, I've noticed a few teams do it to us over the years when they've come to us. They've gone, "Oh, we've got away with this," or "We've got away with this," and it's just the more and more you do it, and it's and that's it. Then I think as a player, the team should still play to their best ability, but you almost feel like you go, what can I do? What can I do? I'm not, the classic, with they tackle one of us, a horrendous tackle. We then tackle straight back after, and then stops, and they get against us, and you think, I mean, I think as well. I mean, Kitchen for all his effort, that header, it was superb, but. I was lost count how many times his passes were going to them, and I was thinking straight away, where's Latty? Just get Latty on. Just get Latty on. Do you know what I mean?
I know he's on the bench. It was difficult, I suppose, after Wednesday night's win over Preston, and he kept a clean sheet, to be fair. I mean, he obviously deserved another chance, didn't he? Him and Wolf. Although Latty and Wolf have been playing well together. It was unfortunate with
I don't think Preston really brought it to us, and I think that was like, they had a good game, but I think, if I'm honest, Kitchen's performance against Preston was kind of it was hyped by the fact that I don't think really Preston brought it to us. I knew Southampton would come at us on yesterday. I just thought it's going to be a complete different game to Wednesday, but I mean, I don't think Wolfie had such a good game. I just think, like you say, they knew how to frustrate Grimes in that middle.
And I reckon the Wolf and Latty looked a bit more comfortable together. I think.
I think Latty's. I think he's been a bit, like I say, he didn't have the best start to the season, but I think he's proven himself and he's cemented his place. I think I personally missed the whole Thomas and Latty sort of middle idea. I really do.
That's it. We probably won't see that till the latter part of the season, if and when Bobby Thomas gets fit again. So, okay, Claudia.
I think the problem, Ken, is with Wolfenden. It was too pedestrian when he was bringing the ball out in the first half, and it always worries me when you stop moving with the ball and you just tap it forward, because I've seen it happen on numerous occasions where they hit it a little bit too hard. The attacking player gets it off them, and they're past you. And a couple of times he got caught out. He was covered by Kitchen, I think Milan on another occasion. And to me, it just slowed it down way too much. Yeah. And there was and eventually they'll play a ball. And it still frustrates me that he was doing what Bobby Thomas was doing a couple of years ago, where he would look at Milan and not pass him the ball. We need to get the ball out wide. We had to do it quicker. And the first half, we made it even easier for him, I think, by playing so slowly.
It was a slow build-up, very slow build-up.
Yeah.
It was at number 20. Is it Yanda who sat on Grimes? He just sat on him.
Yeah.
Didn't give him any space. I mean, he may have gone and sat on the bench, to be honest, that first half, because he's on him so much, which meant really we probably should have stuck another body in midfield. But we know Frank's not going to do that. The 4-3-3, that's how he plays. Yeah. Somehow that team has to make it work when Grimes can't get possession. So whoever's playing in the Eccles position, the number 10, has to come looking for that ball. And
the ideal player, as you said, is Rodoni, who's not available.
He's got to be the link man.
Yeah.
The problem with BTA is, we're doing lots of running. I'm not sure he's great at controlling the ball either and pushing it through and playing the right passes. So it's almost like we need another guy to replace Rodoni. We need two of them who can step in when he's injured, basically.
Yes. Yeah.
But we did win a stack of games without him, with BTA in that position. So
we did. You're right. Start the season. We did.
Yeah, 11 out of 12. It was BTA, wasn't it, in that role?
But we've got to learn. They've got to learn to play against teams like that, because they're going to do that. Especially in the last 8 games, you're going to have teams fighting for their lives at the bottom. People like Blackburn and even for Sheffield Wednesday, I know they're down, but they want to try and get a couple of wins on the under the belt, don't they? If they can, then they're not going to lie down for us. So they're going to be players and teams that are going to come here and try and frustrate us.
It's interesting that we've lost 4 matches at home under Frank in the league, and Ipswich, Burnley, Southampton, and one other, Leeds, all had been in the Premier League or went up to the Premier League. So we're getting outdone at home. I know we did Leicester in, that's just the one. We seem to be struggling against teams who have had a taste of the Premier League. And maybe, like I said the other night, Frank's only been a manager for 5-6 seasons. He's still new to this, and I think he should have changed something in that first half.
Well, Southampton, they were on a good run as well, weren't they? They had some.
That's 12 unbeaten now, isn't it?
So so they're doing okay. And he won
the only plus side is that them winning keeps them 3 points away from Wrexham, which hopefully they will catch them. Because after watching that debacle on Friday night, Hollywood commentary,
did you tune into that? What was it like? I didn't tune into that.
No, well, I had the normal commentary, and they played a bit, didn't they? I'm thinking this is awful. You had what's his name, Prutton, wasn't it? Explaining to them why something wasn't given or decisions, and I thought this is pathetic.
They didn't understand the rules.
Yeah, absolutely rubbish. But it's also highlighted what I said about going back the American way, about Grimes being a quarterback, as the term, and him getting sacked, which in terms of getting hammered by the opposition. That's something, fingers crossed, we are going to be in the Premier League next season. We have to work out how to use Grimes and protect him and allow him to be free.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's the one thing I noticed watching the games today, Premier League, how quick they move around midfield. It's so quick. There's no messing about. There's no dawdling on the ball. You can't afford to. You get pounced on immediately.
And of course, Frank he came off the tank because he was a bit ineffective as well, wasn't he? Really, because it didn't quite work there, and he got brought off in the end. So
they're overcrowded. There was too many of them. They had 5 in the midfield. There's too many of them.
Yeah,
it
didn't work. All right, got a few comments coming in, Claudia.
We have. We'll try and get them up. So before the game, we would have taken a draw and expected Borough, Millwall, Ipswich to win, putting us 6 points ahead on second and third. As it turned out, we had a 7-point lead over second, 9 points over third. Happy days. Somebody sent us a message, didn't they? Since November, we've pretty much been 9 points clear of third since November. So it's bizarre, isn't it? We always feel like we're going to get caught, but somehow we keep in that gap.
Yeah.
It's Uncle Jonga over the game, but not over the criminal officiating. How is it that the ref in the Premier League ref 2? Also, good that CCFC Superstore is going to have a major refurb. Yeah, it's going to get.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, so I've got a funny feeling they're going to do like another floor, maybe upstairs as well. So we're going to have 2 floors.
Oh,
fancy.
Yeah.
Well, ladies' department, men's department.
I bet the men's is upstairs.
Well, long as there's a lift for me, I don't care.
It's amazing from where we were, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, really good. Sky Blue Bantam, nice to chat to Claudia and Ken before the match yesterday, but annoyed I forgot my autograph book. Wow, yes.
Yeah, it was nice to see a lot of our listeners and watchers yesterday, weren't it?
It was great, actually.
In the village, Fans Village. We'll have more on that a bit later. We've got a couple of videos to show you.
No. Paul Cuttyford, the ref was what we can expect next season. Also, the time wasting won't happen because we'll all be looked at as a soft touch, but VAR will. We need pace and lots more. Sims is not the answer and will go. Ian Small. Good to see you in the fans village. Arthur said hello. Awful referee, 6 excellent chances to win against spoilers. Question with Haji out, Sims or BTA up front v Swans.
Yeah, hello, Arthur.
Uncle Jonga, when will the panel do a discussion on which of the current squad will make the step up to Premier League? Presumably, once it's confirmed that we're going up to Premier League. Well, yes, I think we'll leave. We don't want to preempt anything too, really.
No.
Oh, yeah, I've already spoken about it.
Yeah.
I think about four or five.
I don't think it won't be much of a discussion. Assassins United, according to Doug, doesn't sound like we're buying anybody the way he was talking the other day.
Well, he doesn't want to do it, Sunderland, does he? He doesn't want to.
What, stay in the Premier League?
Well, he does. He doesn't. Well, he doesn't want to.
I just thought that was a stupid thing to say, if I'm honest.
I did. I thought, well, why not? Because Sunderland is still in the league. If you have to upgrade your squad, you have to upgrade your squad, don't you?
Yeah.
Like
that. That's why they're doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worries me, really. Doesn't want to spend that money.
What we don't want to do is a Luton and don't do anything.
Will he be offering a championship ticket thing where if you buy a ticket next season, you get relegated, you get it free in the championship?
Well, that'd be interesting.
Assassins United, 7 points clear, 8 games to go. We're on our way. Roar the boys home. Sam Stephen, I did think this was going to be a tough fixture, which is a shame because I didn't get to celebrate with my massive pizza. On to the next PUSB. Hopefully some lovely pizza. He likes his pizza. Custo Audio echoes his fine off the bench in the 10 for his energy and pressing against tired legs, but isn't specialist enough for that role.
Yeah.
Motion of Music, Swansea should be the Wright versus Vipotnik shootout for Golden Boot. So hopefully Wright is fit.
Yeah, he went off with a slight injury, didn't he? So I don't know whether he.
Yeah. Food Tech Original, even though why can't our tactics be the same for all remaining games as it was for Middlesbrough? That's the mode you need for this league. Intense pressure, desire to be first to every ball.
Yes.
Yeah. Assassin Unite, shame about Haji injury, but hopefully he'll be back with Rudy Thomas after the international break. Although there's rumours that he could be playing on Saturday, Thomas. So we'll see. Ray Ryan. Sims was totally anomalous and really poor on the corner where they scored the second goal. Would start BT up front if Haji out. We played well yesterday, but very unlucky. Ian Was says, we kept 3 at the back at all times on corners that left us light on numbers, but I understand it. Gave far too much respect. The referee was truly awful, but we have a margin for error, so it's all good. Dawn Cook says, I also think Latty should have been straight back in after his recent performances, so not sure why Frank Lampard didn't do that. He's done that with other players, hasn't he? Brought them straight back.
Yeah.
Sky Blue Sean. If a player tries to make a pass to an offside player who's making a run, and by doing so, our player intercepts it and it goes out for a corner, why does the corner stand? That should be offside. This was in the first half right in front of me, and he was so far offside. Then he gets involved. Then we win the ball back and it goes out for a corner and they get a corner.
Yeah.
As soon as he makes that run, he's offside. He's interfered as far as I'm concerned.
There was an incident in the second half as well where they were offside and it went for a corner and the linesman didn't flag. And I was like, well, they shouldn't be getting the corner because if the linesman had flagged, that play wouldn't have carried on and it wouldn't have got to the corner.
Yeah,
and
it's all nonsense of delaying the flag all the time. Just put it offside, put it up.
Yeah.
The old days, because it could cause, as we know, it has caused injuries before, hasn't it? Somebody could go around running through and collide with, say, the goalkeeper. And that,
I can't even remember now if it was the corner they scored from. And when you watch it back, they don't show enough of it to see it. But it's annoying.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think it's the flag should go straight up if he's offside.
Jimmy says, need to learn to defend the near post at corner. Stoke, Southampton, plus almost conceded a free kick at the near post. From Preston, Assassins Unite says, P.S. I hate and rarely call a player out, but Wolfie is a weak link. His driving with the ball is pedestrian, and his pass is so slow it's gettable if put under pressure.
Well, yeah.
Hi, folks. It was just one of those days. I thought Sims should have stayed in the team, but Eccles did some good stuff, and his cross for Kitchen's header was brilliant. The referee didn't help either. Wayne Brewerton says, not a great result yesterday. Hopefully we can get at least a point at Swansea. Another tricky game. Paul Stratton says, I think Eccles was picked to match them up in midfield. Problem was we get outnumbered big time and the second best their physicality. We hardly won a second ball just off it. Yesterday we had our chances. I mean, we could have played Torp deeper and pushed Onyeka into the number 10.
Yes.
Yeah. There is that option. Disappointed yesterday. Midfield was overrun and Southampton did a number on Onyeka and Eccles totally lost. We played into their hands. Yeah, they have got some clever players, Southampton.
Yeah.
Chris Johnson Adventure says, was there yesterday? We missed Rudoni. Hope he recovers soon. Lucky international coming. So injured, can come back quicker, hopefully. Paul Ackerman. not too despondent about yesterday. Yes, a loss, but wasn't in the style of Norwich and QPR. Draw would have been fair. Let's not talk about the ref. Actually, let's awful. He was mystifying. Paul Turnbull, yes, Latin BTA should have started for me on Saturday. It's a defeat on a day when most teams around us didn't do well. So, hey-ho, I know a win would have virtually stuck us one door in the Premier League yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, the results went forwards again, didn't they? So
it's just not the commentary way. It's just not the commentary way of doing things, is it? We like to make it difficult. We never.
Yeah.
I was sat there thinking, oh, this is on like Friday. I was like convinced, like we've done it. We're going to win the title. It's all on, and then we have to get brought down to earth a little bit, and it's just very commentary-esque, isn't it?
It reminds me of when we were in the League One or League Two. We played Burton. We drew 0-0 away from home. It was absolutely awful.
Yeah.
Somehow we went top because everybody else lost. It's like, how have we gone top after playing like that and it's 0-0?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny when that happens. But yeah, you're right. We'll probably get promoted on a day we're not playing.
Yeah.
Wayne Littlewood on the way up to Hull. Ken, we'll get the news on the way up. Kitchen has to stop playing. He's absolutely useless and just always all over the place, says Wayne Littlewood, with no awareness of how to mark a man.
His midfield presence is absolutely poor.
Yeah, and he does lose his man a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
2 Southampton players should have been red carded, like Vicky said. The referee was shocking. Uncle John Good said, "Did you notice that even on the extended highlights, there was no footage being shown of the fouls in question?"
Yeah.
They did talk about it. I've seen it up in the lounges. After the match, they were talking about it with the. Noel Whelan was in the studio. Noel Whelan and there was another guy in the studio. I don't know who he was, but they did. I've seen them pulling up the fouls. That's when I first seen it. Question, and I think they said it should have been a red card as well. This is directly after the match.
I must admit, in real time, I didn't see anything. I just saw a hard challenge.
I didn't think it was that bad, but when I've seen the pictures and the footage, now it's definitely a red card without a doubt.
It's funny. I didn't see those two. I didn't see those two look as bad in real time, but there was that sliding challenge 2-footed, which they haven't shown at all anywhere. And that I actually did it in live play. Think, how was that not even a booking? Like you could see him sliding and just like 2-footed.
He jumped out of the way of that one, didn't he?
Yeah. He didn't even get anything for that. You just and that set the tone. Then they know they were going to get away with stuff because the refs just been weak really early on, and then they were just kicking like lumps out of players then.
I mean, it's the first time I've seen. I don't think he's refereed us before. It's the first time I've seen that ref. I think that's the first game he's refed us anyway.
Well, he travels with Southampton because he's refed them 6 times. They've won 6 games.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In fact, he was ironing the kit for him this morning. Sarah Coleman Dunn says, even though they came to stop us playing, we didn't get out of second gear. We could have easily won the game if we had that shooting boots on. Maybe a bit of luck onwards and upwards. PUSB.
He's actually from Hampshire.
Brilliant.
Believe it or not.
Disillusion, that's incredible. That is. One bad tackle you can accept. 3 on different players is one game. Says to me they were intentional on the manager's tactics. Is he really from Hampshire?
So I've heard from Hampshire. I don't know where. It doesn't say where. It just says Hampshire. It might be a Pompey fan, you know.
Oh, he didn't show it.
Oh, wow. They did know.
This is Christmas. There's number 9 was always pushing our back line. He was a lone figure from the pack midfield. I did not understand why our back line did not push up and play him offside.
Although that linesman that was opposite where I sat was awful. And in the first half, they kept on putting their arm up to say it was offside, even though there were about 3 defenders in front. And he just kept on going, "Oh, you say it's offside? Okay, then flag in."
Yeah.
So I don't think it really mattered what we did. He was just never going to give the right decision. So that makes it difficult as well, doesn't it?
Gusto Audio says the loss was easier to swallow than any other this season. Should have been 3-2 win, 2-2 draw at least, but between rubbish refereeing, poor finishing, and world-class saves, Saints deserved a win. Wayne says, we always been poor at playing the dark arts. We just seem to allow teams to do it and have no clue how to do it ourselves.
I just don't think we'll get away with it. That's our luck, isn't it? You know, we'll try it. You know, their keeper will hold the ball for 5 minutes, and then the minute Rushworth holds it for 20 seconds, he's going to get in the neck. It's really frustrating.
One of the worst laws they brought in is where they said you could take the goal kick from anywhere in the 6-yard box, because when it used to go off the one side of the pitch, you had to take it from there. And now what do? It goes off on the right, they roll it to the left. It goes off on the left, they roll it to the right. It takes 30 seconds.
Well, that did us a favour against Stoke, didn't it? That did us a favour against Stoke.
It did. Yeah. And it almost did us a favour yesterday, to be honest. Mark Rainbow says, the idea was to quicken the game up, wasn't it? You take it straight away. Mark Rainbow, did you know that we have won more games at home this season than each team in the bottom 8 have won so far? Blimey. This is from Alex, he says. One-off fail yesterday, but worried that our results against Prem relegated team is alarm bells next season if we're in the Prem, which is what we pointed out earlier. And did you also know, says Mark Rainbow, he's had a slow day today as Mark Rainbow. Did you also know that our current goal difference is more than the number of goals 5 teams have scored so far this season? Food Tech Original. The sooner we get Thomas and Kitchen back together, the better. They're our best pairing for a mile. Not bullying Latty and Wolf praise. Not buying Latty and Wolf praise. They are 3rd and 4th choice, in my opinion, in our squad for centre back. Latty is too slow. He's yet to lose a game though. Mandeep Singh. Sakamoto right hand side was rarely used, which meant the attacks were getting predictable. They seemed obsessed with Mason Clark launching all attacks, mix it up. That happens a lot, where we tend to go down on the left side and Sakamoto rarely sees it. I'll read one more out. I think we should have a penalty and Southampton should have been given a red card, maybe 2, and we would have had a draw. Wolford didn't play well and have BTA in the number 10 role with Sims up top. That's from Nathan Brain. And our Blues fan says, our friend from Birmingham, Grimes won't be in the Premier. He ain't good enough. You will buy better.
I don't know. He's been all right. So, well, it's interesting to see who Frank will keep and who he won't it? Time will tell, of course, if we do go up. So we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about the second half then. We'll start with Luke. Obviously, second half came out, and what we didn't want to do is go a goal down, and it's exactly what happened, wasn't it? And obviously, it made it a lot worse. And it was a poor goal, really, wasn't it? Poor goal, that first one.
Yeah, it was a very poor goal. I didn't think at that point we were going to make it back from there. I just really didn't. Just the way that the first half had gone, I just thought that's it. Now their heads are up. They've got what they wanted. They're getting the referees' decisions. They're now a goal ahead. And the one thing I did say at the time was, I went, now watch the time wasting, carry on. You know, it'd be even worse now. I mean, I think at one point when he picked a corner ball up, it looked like it from our part. Look, he blew the blown dust off it. I think. Yeah, that goal is really, really poor. And I think that was what I wanted from our team was to really come back from it, you know, firing strong, but we almost did for about 30 seconds and that was it.
Yeah. I mean, let's have a look at some of these. I mean, that's horrendous, isn't it? That's horrendous.
Yeah. VAR straight all day long.
You know, that's one. And here's the other one. Look.
Yeah.
Look where the boot is, and that's the guy who scored the goal.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean this. I mean, and I'm a bit torn with VAR. I really am, but I just don't think. I know we've had some questionable sort of. We've had some goals this season and like in the past seasons, and you think, oh, VAR. If we're honest, VAR might have called that off. But I just don't think we're that team that would really like suffer as much as others from it. If I'm honest,
Yeah.
you know, we don't seem to be that kind of team. Like you say, we don't even practice the dark arts. I don't know why. So but if we had it yesterday, there you go. It's Reds all day long for them.
Yeah, we just didn't. Well, I'll say the referee didn't help matters. He just didn't control the game. I thought he lost control of the game. He didn't book hard anybody, did he? Really?
No. He just. I don't know. He did. He just. It was just frustrating. I can't. Everybody. I felt really bad because I got home and the first thing I said to everyone back home went, the ref, it didn't help, and everyone looks going, oh, blaming the referee. You're like, no, I'm not blaming the referee. I am blaming the referee, but I'm blaming the referee for the right reasons. I'm not blaming the referee, you know. And it's frustrating. Yeah, I'm seething.
Vicky, it got worse, didn't it? That second goal, look, that was down our end as well. I mean, both Southampton goals were down where we sit. That second goal, I don't quite know what happened, but just went straight across the 6-yard box, and it just sort of, the guy just sort of just went in off him, didn't he? I don't think he meant it.
Well, I think it sort of like landed on him and it bounced off him and went into the back of the goal, and you're just like, oh. Yeah, it's just one of those days, then, isn't it? It's just one of those days you're thinking, like, we've given away 2 sloppy goals. Like, none of the goal was worthy of like conceding a goal. Like, we've given them 2 goals, haven't we? Because they're just really sloppy defending. And you're just like, oh, one of these days, like, it's just, it's not a great day. So it's just frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah, it was so frustrating because the referee, in my mind, I don't know, he just didn't have any control over the game. He just, you know,
I think like Luke said, you say, oh, the ref was poor, and then people go, oh, you're just blaming the ref because you lost, and you're like, well, no. But the issue in that situation is that those challenges could be like career ending, and like you can put up with like the ref won't see everything and things get missed, and like people talk about that, then like it swings and roundabouts over the season. You might get a penalty one week and the next week you won't, but another team will, and it's all that sort of stuff, and you can sort of live with that. Like, that's always been the case, but the fundamental role of them is to protect the players, and when you've got challenges like that going in and nothing's been done about it, that's the time to criticise the ref, and they have to stand up to that, because that's just dangerous, and that's not acceptable, I don't think. And so if a ref's that poor that he's allowing that sort of stuff to go on, and a player to have a potential career-ending injury, that's not just saying the ref's not good enough because you're like bitter about losing. That's just and we've called that out all season. Like, we're top of the league, and we've been saying all season about the standard of referees. So this isn't about us like losing points because of the referee. It's just saying the standard just isn't good enough, and I think that's and it isn't for me. And the FA need to do something about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a little banter.
No, you're quite right. Well, it took us to 90 minutes, and he did actually see something for once. He actually seen a penalty, didn't he? Believe it or not, I couldn't believe it. Because I weren't quite sure what it was for. And I thought, well, that was a bit soft. But then when he looked back at it, he stood on him, haven't he? He stood on his boot, so he stopped him. So how he spotted that and not the other fouls, I'll never know. But yeah, we got the penalty. Obviously, Torp was back in the team, so he was our second sort of designated penalty taker. So he scored, took it well, and then there was a bit of a blood, all guns blazing, wasn't there? With everything, we could have scored 2 in that final stoppage time. It was all balls ping ponging about in the goal, wasn't it?
That's why it's a shame, isn't it? If we'd have just given it a bit more oomph early on in the game, we were just so pedestrian for so much of that game. And you're thinking, and we've spoken in the past, haven't we? We're so much a better team if we just move the ball around quickly and play with pace. And when you're playing like that, all pedestrian, you get results that way. You're just thinking, like, just
if we'd have done that 10 minutes, 15 minutes earlier, we might have been able to score a couple of goals, because once you put the pressure on Southampton, they seemed to. They were very average, weren't they? They were, we put pressure on them. We could easily score. I mean, BTA, he shot straight at the keeper, didn't he? in the 6-yard box.
Well, that was the trouble. That like in the first half, that was a decent save from Kitchen, but I think most of the other things he had to do, we made too easy. Like Haji and BT, they're all like straight at the keeper, aren't they? You think you've got to make him work harder than that.
Yeah. Now, how did you see that there was an incident involving Sims, weren't there, that Southampton were moaning about? Alleged elbow. Did you? I didn't really see that until.
I've been trying to find footage of that anyway, because it doesn't seem like Sims' character to be. That just seems so out of character for Sims to deliberately elbow someone in the face. I find that really hard to believe.
They were talking about it after the match in the lounges screen, and he just seemed to catch him when he was running past. He wasn't no way it was deliberate. I mean, we know he's not that type of player anyway, but he might have caught him as he was running past, and he might have caught it, and he obviously made the most of it. But and he got booked for it as well. But I don't think it was certainly weren't a sending off in my eyes. But
well, I haven't seen enough. Did either of you two guys see more of that? Did you see that live or?
Did you see Cody? No, because I couldn't really see much of it. I only seen it when I seen it again after the match when they were talking about it afterwards.
He booked him, so they can't do anything retrospectively. Anyway, I can't say the word. Regarding the goals, though, Ken.
Yeah.
As bad as a referee was, a referee's not defending, is he, for us?
No, he isn't. No, that's right.
The first goal, you got Kitchen with a lame header in midfield, drops into midfield.
Yeah.
EMC's jogging back. You got Jay De Silva nowhere near the guy who's going to cross the ball. Grimes doesn't get out to him either. The ball comes in. Wolfenden, what is he doing? He dangles a little foot, trying to get it around. Instead of trying to get in front of the bloke. Milan doesn't react at all. The only person actually tried to do anything was the keeper yet again, who did well to get his fingers to it, and no one reacted, and they did. So all in all, it was a shocking goal to concede, really.
Yeah.
And it was, because Frank said it was. So there you go. Yeah. So if it's Frank Lampard's not happy. And as for the second one, well, they all ducked, didn't they?
I had to look at it.
I mean, probably picked out Sims, but they all did. SA did. EMC was in the middle there somewhere. Torp as well turned his back on it. It's a corner. What are you turning your back for?
Just get rid of it. Yeah, get rid of it. Don't let it bobble along the 6-yard box like that.
And the guy celebrated like he scored the best goal in the world. He just smacks him on the foot.
He didn't even put his foot out. It hit off his foot and went in, didn't it?
Yeah, he hadn't got a clue. And he was kneeling down and fingers up to the gods, whatever. I mean, it was, but yeah, hopeless defending. It was though, wasn't it? You can't beat around the bush, really.
No. But as I said, if it would have played a bit more high tempo, like we did in the final stoppage, 7-minute stoppage time, whatever it was, we may have got something out of it. But we left it too late, didn't we? We're too slow for too long, wasn't we? Really. And
I don't think the changes made any difference. Nothing. They never got going. They just didn't. Well, they didn't not so much get going because we had chances. It wasn't fast enough.
No.
The pace of the game was too. They absolutely nailed it, Southampton, didn't they? By the tactics, by slowing it down. And I mean, in fairness, the referee 2 or 3 times made their play get up when he sat down.
Yeah.
And even when the guy was getting subbed, he told him to get off the back of the goal line, didn't he? Because he was trying to walk across the pitch.
I mean, he had his 7 minutes on. I was interested to see how many minutes he was going to add on. I thought it's got to be at least 6, but he gives 7. Oh, okay.
If it was old school, he'd have put 12 minutes on when they first introduced this because it was ridiculous, really.
It was, and at the end of the day, we've only got ourselves to blame because we could have got a point out of it. We didn't play particularly badly, but we had chances to win it. And I mean, Haji's header, either side of the goal, that's a goal, isn't it? It's straight down the goal.
I don't know what Luke thought of that. It was just bizarre because he was stood offside by about 30 yards, wasn't he? Just standing there. And I thought, what are you doing? Yeah. We're trying to build an attack. We can't go forward because you're stood 30 yards offside.
Yeah.
Just weird.
Yeah. Yeah. If you just always want to scream at it, make your way back. Yeah. Get on side. It's, when I talk about Haji Wright's headers.
Well, he could have been over the hill and far away with the top goal scorer award, couldn't he? Right now, because the amount of chances he's missed.
I don't get it. I don't get it. He's got good height on him because he's already tall. I mean, we saw the games last week where he put the header in from the near post, and that actually came off his actual front of his forehead, the forehead part. And you think, I've seen him go up for so many headers, and I think, why don't you just bullet header it down, get it down or open to a corner? But he doesn't. The ball just seems to bounce off him. It's if you're throwing a ball to your puppy dog and it just bounces off his head and he's looking at you gormless, and you think, I mean, it frustrates me. You think we've seen there's been absolute fantastic heading goals, haven't they, in the years from not just us, but some great ones, and you think, just put your head on that, just go for it and put your head on it. I think Sims would have got that.
Yeah, someone like Rodoni, he would have been in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Goal all day long.
Rodoni. Yeah. Just put your head behind it and fast straight at the keeper. When you sort of, if ball's coming over and you're hedging it and the ball's not going in its straight line of direction, it's curving. There's hardly any power on that, and that keeper will relish that all day long. Unless you've got him stuck, he's grounded, and you're flicking it over to the other side. That's the only sort of way. But yeah, it's enough said about that.
He's a frustrating player, but look, we can't have a go too much, can we? Because he is up there with the top goal scorers in the league. So, and he could still win it. Yeah, could still win it.
He could.
So, more comments, Claudio? I'm sure they are.
Just before you start, Claudio, someone's messaged us in to say that referee is actually from Rugby.
Yeah,
he was actually born in Rugby. So he's actually more local to us.
Yes,
they've never liked people from Coventry in rugby.
There used to be a rule where if you were from a certain area, you couldn't referee in a certain, in that vicinity. Like rugby, you wouldn't be allowed to referee Coventry, for example, if you're born there. But now I believe it goes to where you're living. So he might have been born in rugby, but he's moved to
somewhere else. Yeah. Well, apparently his dad was Italian, so maybe he just isn't like Claudio or something. Maybe it's like some family rivalry going back years.
He's took the dollar, hasn't he? That's what it is then.
In that case, we'll get Ian Small or Keith Ray to referee then. Get them refereeing. I mean, one's in Canada and one's in France, but that's all about not about where they're born, is it?
Oh dear. Right. Okay.
Sorry, I had a comment.
We've got loads of comments.
Couldn't agree more, said Mark Rainbow, with the need to get the ball wide quicker. Southampton were playing so narrowly in midfield, there was space between the midfield and defence for Tats and EMC to work in. Trevor Merriman says, too slow yesterday, seemed to be no urgency. We are at best with fast-flowing football. Sky Blue Bantam says, Saints sure studied hard for this one. Rumour has it Yander was still shadowing Grimes during the post-match warm-down. Mrs. Christmas says, agree, Claudio, middle of the park, too congested. Mark Rainbow, the current shop is so much better than the dark days of that empty space at Gallagher that was called a shop.
Oh, God, remember that?
It looked like the worst charity shop ever, didn't it, really? And
it's hard.
There used to be next to Tesco as well in there, remember?
Yeah, that little shop. And you could only allow 2 people in at a time. There's more than 3 people in there. You'd have to wait outside.
Yeah. Unfortunately, but I concede we'll have enough to get over the line. PSB, says Sean McLaughlin. Rob, 58 UK, says, not doing a Sunderland was a great thing to say by Doug. It wound up all the Sunderland fans, and great by me.
Maybe it's just a wind up. You don't know, Doug, do you?
It's good they've had a good start because they're struggling now the last few games. Mark Rainbow, I thought Doug was trying to keep expectations down. We all know we have to bring in pretty much a new starting 11. Lorna didn't apologise, did she, for saying he had no plan?
No.
That would have been interesting, wouldn't it? From the Sky Blue Fans Forum, what do the panel think to the CWR interview with Doug King last Friday morning, especially regarding not doing a clear out of players like Sunderland and him trying to sign Rushy? Now, Rushworth has actually come out and said he wants to sign for the club. I think that's pretty much a done deal if we get promoted.
Now, what fee will be involved is another matter, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it helps when the player wants to stay, doesn't it? Obviously.
It does, and there's chances are the club have already been chatting to people anyway. But it's hard to discuss things until we get promoted, I think.
Yeah.
So I think we just leave that one to bed for now.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously it's going to be.
It's a program all on its own, Ken.
Yeah, it is. It is. When you go into it, you go on and on and on, can't we?
And some players have got contracts still, so they're not going to go anywhere, are they?
No.
So it's interesting that some haven't been given contracts. Uncle Jonga, whose heart was in their mouths yesterday when Rushworth to make that challenge? Fair play to him. One player we cannot afford to have him missing. I tell you what, he was a great tackle. Centre half, he can play centre half.
I'm the pro.
Oh my God! If he got that right, he's centre half, and that's that's the whole different ball game, isn't it, for us the next few matches?
What's interesting is Southampton, they did that tactic at their place where they mentioned the corners where they had 3 blokes. They kept 3 people up front, didn't they? When the opposition when we had a corner, and they did that yesterday all game, either 2 or 3.
I noticed that,
which meant we couldn't put people in the box.
Yeah,
and that's a tactic they've kept from before Eckhart arrived, actually.
Yeah,
and it's interesting because it does give a bit more space in the box for the defending team.
Yeah,
I mean, we leave nobody up top. There's no escape ball.
No.
Cov says, I think from Doug's point of view, what Sunderland is doing isn't sustainable and is very risky. If relegated, look at Sheffield United and Leeds' first season in the Prem. Very true. Oh, Alex Robertson. The whole team disappears as I read this. Hate blaming officials, but it just felt like one of those games. Didn't really get the rub of the green with the lino or the ref. We weren't clinical enough, and their keeper was probably their best player. Sometimes that's football. Dust ourselves off and move on. As others have said, this wasn't anything like the performances against QPR, Norwich, or Ipswich at home.
No.
Yeah.
No, because we created chances, didn't we? So we're very much still in the game. See, if we'd have scored one of them, then they'd have to come out a little bit. They'd have to change their tactics a little because they'd have to get attacked, wouldn't they, if they want some out of the game. Unfortunately, we never scored first, so that's what went against us.
Carlo O'Connor says Saturday's fixtures could go in our favour before we play Ipswich. We play Ipswich versus Millwall, Borough away at Blackburn. So we just need to forget about last game and ready for the Swans. Can you imagine if there's a draw at Ipswich and Blackburn beat Borough and we win at Swansea? Can you imagine that? I mean, the Sky Blue Army will have been drinking from 8 o'clock in the morning. The game's not till 5:15.
Yeah.
There's going to be some messy coaches on the way back on Saturday.
Making the way to South Wales for that long trip.
Oh, dear.
Miles, yeah.
There's going to be some messy coaches. Frank Wood, we didn't lose because of the referee. We lost because we didn't take our chances and we didn't defend when needed to. That's the one thing they were saying. Some games where we got out of jail, we kept a clean sheet, didn't we? And we managed to win the game.
Yeah.
Craig Robinson says the games where Borough, Millwall and Ipswich have to play each other is going to be interesting. Hopefully they're all ending draws. That's right, because any game they lose is 3 points we don't need to get, basically, with only 8 games left.
Yeah, exactly.
Ref finally booked their keeper for time wasting, but he kept on doing it because he knew the ref didn't have the bottle to book him again.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. That's never happened, has it? I mean, a referee sent a keeper off for time. I know they've been booked, but I've never ever seen a second yellow.
He booked somebody somewhere this season, the first half, didn't he, a keeper? And that was it then, because he's never going to send him off after that. No,
but really, you can because it's in the bookable offence. So why not?
That's the trouble, isn't it?
Go to a corner to the away to the other team if you're booked for time. If the keeper's booked for timekeeping, it gets awarded the corner to the attacking team. I mean, what happened to that? What's the point in bringing it in if you're not going to enforce it?
Yeah, that was brought in, wasn't it? I don't know what happened.
Counted him down. He counted him down yesterday, and then when he got to 8, he told him to hurry up.
But that's what like Luke said. That rule's a much better way of dealing with it because the ref's never going to send someone off for 2 instances of time wasting. It's never going to happen. But if you bring in a rule that says you switch it, first time the ref gives that a few times, teams just stop doing it, don't they? If they know there's a genuine risk that's going to turn into a corner, it nips it in the bud, and it's something that doesn't like require a ref to get send someone off. So I don't know. That seems like a perfect solution to me.
Well, that rule was brought in. I don't
rugby, isn't it? If you talk back to the referee in rugby and then they reverse the decision, so like, or they move it on 10 more yards or something, all that sort of stuff, it just nips it in the bud. So why not just do that?
And also, if a keeper goes down, he knows he's not going to be sent off for 30 seconds. Send the player off. Go and choose a player to go and stand on the sideline for 30 seconds because he's wasting his time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I don't know if that's ever happened yet. A corner been awarded to anybody, has it? I've not seen it.
I've seen it in the Premier League. Only a couple of times, though.
Okay.
I've not seen it once yet.
No, I certainly haven't seen it.
Only a couple of times.
Yeah,
I mean, there's the other rule I think is not helped is where you can take the ball in the area from a goal kick.
Yeah.
You know, because that basically just slows it down even more. Whereas before they used to have to clear the lines, didn't they? Get it outside the area.
Yeah.
I think they've tried to do it because they thought people were going to pass it around more, but they just waste time basically. It's not helped the game, I don't think.
No.
Peter Plimbley says, "You tell them, Luke, I could not go on Saturday, but apart from that save from Kitchen, our performance was well below par."
Yeah, I think he's a Kitchen fan.
Mark Rainbow, there was a graphic somewhere around the 20-minute mark that showed Tats had only touched the ball once to that point. Yeah, that's not good, is it?
No, he was out of the game too much. That's what he came off eventually, didn't he? But he was out of the game too much.
King Carlos reckons he's heard that the ref has been demoted.
Huh?
Chris Johnson Adventure says, how many more points we need to secure promotion? Oh, don't know.
Well, there is saying about the ref being demoted. There is an assessor at every game apparently who assesses the referee. So that could be a possibility. They get assessed every game, and apparently there's an assessor each championship game on the referee. So.
Well, he's the ref that upset Pep, isn't he? He's the ref that upset Pep when he wouldn't change the VAR decision. That's the same. So he's already like.
Oh, this guy. Oh, right.
Oh, he is actually a Premier League ref.
He was ref in the Premier League this season. He's the one where VAR sent him to look at that. Was it Man City v Wolves? I can't remember. And he would reverse the decision, and so he upset Pep. But that's the trouble. All that happens is they get demoted, and we have to put up with them, and they never get demoted again. Like he was bad, but
League Two,
they never go again, do they?
If he carries on, he'll be ref in the Sunday League at the back of me. You know what I mean?
I've never seen. I've never come. I've looked at his name. I've never noticed him before this season. For us, anyway.
James Guy. Ultimately, it came down to poor finishing and poor defending for their goals. They did a tactical job on us by man marking Grimes, and number 20 Yanda had a really good game. There he was, yeah. Anthony Pettifer. Good to see you in the family zone, letting people know you're out there. Best channel to tune into, always fair, good discussions and fun.
Well, thank you, Anthony. Yeah.
Thank you very much. James Guy says, can I also talk about defending corners with 11 men? Love the fact QPR kept 3 up when we played them and Southampton kept 2 up. Now, QPR were doing it as well then. I think they're doing it because it gets too congested in the penalty area.
Yeah.
So you're forcing people to defend. If you put 2 of your decent forwards up front, then you're going to have to sacrifice your defenders who probably come up for corners.
That's it. Like the goal they conceded, the goal they scored, there was about 6 of our players, all like in a small area. None of them have taken control of it, so there's no point in any of them being there really. But if there'd probably been like only 3, they'd probably be more certain about what part they were dealing with. But because there's so many, it's almost like they've all left it to one another. So actually take some of them out, and that's much better, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I was Rushworth, I'd just push them all out the way and get it himself because he'd probably do a great job, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
Cameron Ross says Kitchen was being himself against sloppy passes and giving the ball away. Lucky Carl got to the ball from Southampton.
Yeah.
Chris Johnson mentions 1 touch to them, free kick when it other way around. Oh, play on. They hate us.
Yeah. That tackle on Eccles, wasn't it? And towards the end of the second half, that frustrated me. That did.
Yeah, he tried to insinuate it was rolling. It wasn't rolling. He just put it down and kicked it, didn't he? It's just Wayne Littlewood. Swansea game is huge now. If we don't bounce back, you could potentially see that run. We had an Xmas kicking back in. Ners will take over if teams catch us up. Well, that run will still get us promoted. Believe it or not. Ian Liam was the referee counted the keeper down, got to 0, then did nothing. It was a joke yesterday of him. It really was. What he did, he gestured him to take the kick. I'm like, what are you doing? That's a corner, isn't it? Ken says, point of order. Both the players with the ankle breakers in the photos were the scorers of both goals.
Oh yes. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Maybe shouldn't have been on the pitch.
Paul Stratton says, Wolfie out ball. Really? To be fair to him, as we were outnumbered in midfield, he had no open options as well. Very static. Grimes should have come deep to take his man marker away. I think he would have followed him, but I just feel somebody else should have come looking for that ball. Back to you, Ken.
Yeah. Well, we could go on and on about the referee, can't we? Because we've had plenty of them this year, but he's certainly up there with one of the worst, I think. If we had a table of referees, I'm sure there'd be quite a few. Right, okay, yeah, let's take you through a few bits and bobs. Yesterday we were in the family zone, and there we are. We had free pop and crisp giveaway. It was very good. We all enjoyed it, and we have a video here of us taking part in a little celebration. Well, it was a little bit of a fun time we had, weren't it? If I can find it, it's on here somewhere. There you go. Here's Jack trying the bullseye with the football. Let's go in the fan zone. Oh, it's a 17. Line, by the way, right a bit higher. Oh, is that a treble 19? I'm not sure if that's what. 19, yes. Yeah. Is it in the treble? I'm not sure. I'll take what I can get. Right, go one more. One more then. I reckon now. I'm just going to go for the ball. I'm just going to get it a bit higher. Go for the ball. Oh, he's missed it! He's missed it completely! Wow! And don't take the miss out of JD Silver for that shot! Yeah. JD Silver shot. Trying to find the ball now. Well, the ball's gone right over the family zone, behind the curtain somewhere. Here we go then. Right, are you going to go next? Go on, Claudio next. Claudio. Well, bullseye if possible. Oh, he's missed it! He's missed it as well. I can't believe it. I can't believe he's missed it. Oh, he's got a 6. Treble 6. Treble 6. Wow, I can't believe he missed that. One more. One more. Oh, he's chipped it and it's a 4. That's not right. I'll try to get it. Okay. You can take over the recording. Ken's going to come up now.
Here you watch. Back. Here we go. Ken stepping up. Oh, gone for a side foot. What is that? Is something wrong with your legs? Ooh.
One more, because the other one was a bit of balding. That's alright.
How come he's getting another go?
Because the other one was false.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh,
Someone's trying to put me off here.
Oh.
That's fine, to be fair. Oh well.
So Ken, how did you find that today?
I thought it was exhilarating.
Yeah.
Just couldn't hit the target.
I noticed your technique. It wasn't quite. I've never seen that technique before, actually. How did you?
You've just missed it! You've just missed it!
It was right the ball, it was 14.
How would you describe your technique?
It's unusual,
Yes.
but it's beneficial.
I'm not sure it was effective.
I don't think you hit the ball.
I missed.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, a good day was had by all there. I mean, we had that was obviously before the crowds came in. We tried it out before it did get quite busy in there as the day went on. But it was a good day, Claudio, wasn't it? It was nice to meet a few of the viewers and fans of the show.
It was good, actually. And it's funny because I don't think people realise it was all free what we were giving away.
Yeah, we had to get people in and say that it's actually free. They were going, how much is the crisps? How much? No, it's free. So
yeah, and that was good. Good fun, actually. It's the first time I've actually been in there for a length of time.
Yeah,
and it's I mean, I had somebody come up to me, a lady, I've forgotten her name now, terrible, and asking whether or not I brought my EFL stickers in to do swaps because she brought hers in.
yeah. Apparently there is swaps. The swaps going on.
I hadn't brought them in. I had somebody else come up to me, telling me he's got some programs I can have, which is great. Somebody else, which I think is Sky Blue Bantam, actually. No, not Sky Blue Bantam. I'm trying to think it was now. Had got a signed copy of a book to give to the archives, which I just happened to hear. I think it is Sky Blue Bantam, who sits behind
he sits behind Jim Brown. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, so he took it in for us to give to Jim. It was great. I really enjoyed it, actually. Good fun.
Yeah.
Good fun.
It was good, and
Ian Small, of course, came in. We met Arthur. That was good.
Yes, of course. Yeah, we do. We do that every year. We sponsor the Family Zone on one of the matches, and hopefully we'll continue that next year as well. So it's always a good event. And 1 minute you've got loads of stuff then, and next minute it all goes, and it all went in the end, didn't it, Claudio? Everything wasn't left at all.
Well, 1 minute, well, you can see how many bottles of pop we had, and then it all just disappeared.
Yeah, everybody. As soon as word got about it was free, everybody, even the stewards, have come up to try and get a free bottle of water or bottle of pop. But yeah, it was good. Good. It was a good day, and it's a great facility to have, especially when you can do it indoor in the winter. And now we own the stadium, we can do that sort of stuff, and it's brilliant because it's a brilliant idea by Doug, whoever thought of it, by using that facility, and it brings money into the club, doesn't it? You know, you've got so many things going on in there, and the fans can have a drink. You know, plenty of bars, food outlets, and plenty of things for the kids to do as well. So it is brilliant, really.
It's going to be more comfortable now because the weather will get better and there'll be more people outside. Not everybody will want to go in there because it was good while the weather was rubbish.
Yes,
and it was raining. But I think once the sun starts, hopefully come out, it won't be as packed. I think.
Yeah,
a few weeks ago it was really busy in there, wasn't it?
Yeah. When the bad weather was there, people wanted to come in and get warm, didn't they? So. But yeah, it's a brilliant idea, and hopefully that will continue. Not many. I remember Chris Kirkland saying that when we spoke to him, when he had his book thing in there, book signing, he said it's brilliant. He said, I don't know any other club that's got a facility like this, you know, for the fans to come inside the stadium, in the concert hall, if you like, exhibition hall, and as a fans village. It's brilliant. Yeah, so he was well impressed with it as well. So yeah, hopefully we'll have more of that next season. So let's just take you through a few bits and bobs that are going on. We have, of course, this Sky Blue Fans TV. Darren Huckabee, this is your show. It's coming on Thursday, the 26th of March. So you'll be asking the questions to Darren. It'll be a fantastic show, that will. So look forward to that. And you've had this, Claudio, already, haven't you? The Ian Wallace. What's the latest one?
Yes, that was last Tuesday. Really good. We had some good feedback, actually. Ian spoke really well.
Yeah.
Once we got his gadget working, and it was good. And we'll do another one on Tuesday. No idea what yet, but no doubt we'll have something to talk about.
Yeah, fantastic player, Ian. He's one of my favourite players of all time. He was. Ian Wallace scored some fantastic goals as well. Also, that's our family zone. We've got to show this. This is the now. If you want a tattoo, Coventry City tattoo on your, if you haven't got one, they've got doing a special offer for all you Sky Blue fans, TV listeners and watchers. This is where Miles will eventually get his tattoo done when we go up. So the address is on there. So all the details are on there. He's doing a special offer. I think it's £100 for a black and white badge if you want on you, and it's £120 if you want it full colour for the Cov City badge. So he's locally based, Cov City fan as well. So that's where he's getting his tattoo done when we go up. So that'll be it's only a matter of time now, I think. Now you took this picture, didn't you, Vicky?
I did, yeah.
What's going on here?
That's James from The Traitor, who we obviously had on the show a few weeks ago.
Yes.
Who was there on Saturday to do Kick It for a Ticket. Actually, it was really entertaining. It was really it sort of was probably one of the highlights of the afternoon because it was good fun. And
I missed it. I missed it.
Yeah, so he's going to join.
Did he win it? Did he win?
He got the first three, and then he just missed from the halfway line. But it was for charity, so they were going to give him whatever that he won for charity anyway. So it was all in good fun. He's going to join us next Sunday anyway to have a chat about.
Yeah, he'll be on the show next Sunday. Yeah.
And he was saying, he said I could quote him on this that he said that not to worry about the result because we're still there's no way two teams can overtake us, so we're still going to go up automatically, and just one of those things. So yeah, but he could talk about that a bit more next Sunday.
Yeah. Okay. And this was finally completed, wasn't it, Vicky?
So Matty and Jackie who came on the show, and obviously we've been talking about this quite a bit, haven't we? The 100 miles of hope for Alicia. They did their 100 miles last weekend, finishing off at the Walsgrave last Monday. I had been hoping to get down there, but obviously I wasn't very well last weekend, and so I didn't get down there. But that's them at the finishing post at the Walsgrave.
Yeah.
And then also did the draw for the signed shirt that they'd got. And there's some good Frenchy won that. I don't know who that is, but so that's it all went well. It seems like they raised quite a lot of money. So thanks to everyone that contributed to that. Because obviously a good cause.
Yeah, fantastic cause and good luck, Ashes. Big Millwall fan, so he'd be delighted at the moment the way his team are performing. Might go up with us this year. You never know.
Although they threw it away a bit yesterday, didn't they?
They did, yes. That's the red card check game, didn't it? Right, okay. We have a Sky Blue Fans TV evening with two former players as part of our memorable journey, of course. This is Monday the 30th of March at Greens in Kenilworth. Now, it's a ticket-only event. It starts at 7:30, so get there early to get your table because there's only limited spaces available. To get your tickets, you've got to go on to the Facebook or X or YouTube and hit the link, which will take you to the with all the information about the tickets to book your tickets. £2.50 a ticket, so it's great value. You also get a raffle ticket with that, so you'll go into a draw where we have a prize draw at the end of the night to win some prizes. So it's well worth it. It's £2.50. It's a free raffle ticket as well and entrance. It's a lovely bar in Kenilworth, Greens is. So you've got Michael Doyle and Liam Kelly there. So it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a good night, Claudio, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It could be more as well. It could be more than just the two of them as well. So we're working on things.
Maybe another surprise guest as well. You never know. So stay tuned. And
also you get to see all of us, and so what more could you ask for?
Yeah, the whole team will be there. We'll all be there. Jack, Claudia and Vicky will be there, and you can see us all. And the
inflatable dartboard.
And even Luke, are you coming along, Luke?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Well, Luke will be there as well. So there you go. So we'll have a full house. So also, this is one of our winners from yesterday, who won a mug in our draw. The Family Zone. The winners were Tom Smith, Grayson Gardner, and Kelly Curtis. That's one of them that picked the prizes up. The other two prizes, they'd already gone into the ground by when we've done the draw, so they'll be sent out to them. So congratulations to those. I think that's about it. What's this, Vicky?
Oh, that's Donna Murray. So she won the prize when we had that competition from Take Me Home, Highfield Road. That's his scarf. And Donna sent in a picture of her with her winning merchandise. So yeah.
There you go. There's Donna. This proves we do give out real prizes and real people actually win.
Modelling it for everyone to see. I really like that scarf. It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's a nice scarf, that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is nice. Very nice. And there you go. There's the league table at the moment. And now I wanted to...
80 points would have looked so good, wouldn't it, today?
I know. I was gutted about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been so much better.
Look at 80 points. 80 points. 12 clear of third place would have been. I mean, come on. Yeah. Oh, so frustrating.
Obviously, we've got to play Hull, Wrexham and Derby in that.
Tickets on sale tomorrow for Hull.
Yeah, don't forget. 10 o'clock in the morning, get your tickets for Hull. There'll be a limited amount for Hull, so you've got to get there early, get your ticket. Are you going to Hull, Claudio? Because you've been there before.
I am. Let's hope we get it done before Hull.
Well, hopefully, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Are you really going?
Yes, I'm going. Hull and Blackburn.
How are you getting there on the coach?
Well, yes.
Oh, dear. So how many points do you think then? Let's have a little chat about this. How many points do you think we can get then, Claudio? Got 77, obviously, in a minute. How many can you see us finishing on? With the 8 games to...
I did say I thought 89 would get us promoted, and I still stick by that. 89 will get you promoted this season, I think.
Yeah.
Because of the way the fixtures are working out with the other teams.
Playing each other, yeah.
Yeah. I was looking at the league table when Leeds went up with somebody, and second place only got 83.
Really?
Yeah. But they were in the days when, lots of teams used to beat lots of teams. So it wasn't like it is now, or like the 2 or 3 seasons ago where teams are getting high 90s. You get 3 teams on high 90s and then the rest on 70 something.
Yeah.
So I still think to be secure, we need 4 wins.
4 wins. Yeah, I think 4 wins, maybe a
at
draw.
the minute, but it can change Saturday and we'd be down to 3 wins.
Yeah. Vicky, how many do you think?
I reckon we'll go about 91 points.
91. Okay.
Cool.
Oh, anything above 90 is good. Luke, can you see us hitting the 90 mark?
Well, I had us on 16 points by the time we finished with Portsmouth. I really did. I thought the only one we might slip up again was maybe Hull. I think we'd probably give a point away at Hull. It will beat Derby at home. But yeah, I've just been working it out. 21st of April, Portsmouth, and I'm thinking by then we should have 16 points, which will leave us on 93.
Yeah. See, it's going to swing in roundabouts a little bit because obviously teams playing each other, aren't they? So points are going to be dropped there anyway. So luckily we don't have to play Middlesbrough, Ipswich or Millwall, so we're okay there. So, but then again, there's that. I keep saying there's no easy games in this league.
Right.
They're all fighting for their lives, aren't they? And they all want to try and stay in the division. So
it's interesting. Put that table back up, Ken, because we've talked about some of the games other teams have got, and we thought our running was okay. But currently, I mean, with Southampton as well, we've got Derby, Hull City.
Yeah.
That's 3 out of the top 8.
Yeah.
In this running, so it's not actually as easy as we probably thought.
No,
it's still tough games.
They are.
Wrap it up by the time we hit Blackburn. Sort of, I mean, if we can go to Hull and get 3 points against Hull, I think we could possibly sort of set ourselves in good standing by the time we've even played Portsmouth. I don't think we'd even need to worry about Wrexham at home. I think we could afford a draw there. Even if
I still think Ipswich are going to get second spot.
Yeah,
I do. Yeah, I think they're going to be too good. I think I can't see them dropping many more points. But where Middlesbrough can, I think they'll beat Middlesbrough. Ipswich to start with.
Well, I mean, draws all around be good, but in some ways you kind of want them to beat Middlesbrough and beat Millwall.
Yeah,
because that takes 2 out straight away, doesn't it? If they lose one and then win one, it don't really help anything, does it?
no, not really. No.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we've got to concentrate on ourselves and just make sure we pick up points. So if we do that, we don't have to worry about anybody else.
Why couldn't this be 4 games to go?
Yes, it would have been a lot better. But hey ho.
We'd just need a point, wouldn't we? I think.
Yeah.
The goal difference.
Yeah.
I'll read these comments out, shall I?
Yeah, go on and more comments to.
Hi, all. Love the stat that the last-minute goal from Bristol City was better for us for points difference than if Coventry got an equaliser against Southampton.
Wow.
That's true because they dropped 2 points, didn't they? Yeah.
Yes.
Milan, as good as we all think he is, I think he's really struggles to defend our box. This is costing us on many numerous occasions. We need to defend left-wing corners much better. 3 games in a row now. I think I missed that. I didn't really. Yeah. Frank Wood says, "What happened there? That was weird.
A bit of a power failure there. I don't know what happened there.
What happened there? That was weird. I don't know who that was.
Somebody pulled the plug
We've all
out.
moved round as well, haven't we? Was that just me?
It's you.
Oh, is it?
Which you got above.
You're on the top tier now, Vicky.
Yeah, I've been promoted.
Oh, you've always been above me in this. Oh, weird.
Oh.
Rice is first in the big miss stats, apparently, says Frank Wood.
Yeah.
Alan. Oh, this is where it goes all funny now, isn't it? I blame Haji's hairdresser. Those bloody dreads make him head the ball. Yeah, all different ways. Honestly, Alan, you're not making my job easier, are you? If we get promoted, King Carlos says I would cash in on Wright. There are much better strikers than him. I hate to say it. In all honesty, why would Doug talk about a clear out? Rob 58 says in all honesty, why would Doug talk about a clear out? It's the same one, isn't it? We're not even in the Prem yet. Chippy Dave says we had lots of crosses, but no one getting on them. Still think we will win the league. Pompey Lil says no one can persuade Haji and Sims to jump for a ball. Unbelievable, match after match. Where do we actually get the Premier League TV? When do we actually get the Premier League TV money? Anyone know? Is it before the season starts, says Frank Wood?
I don't know, to be honest. Do you know, Claudio? I don't know.
Well, they probably get it in installments, don't they? But it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't imagine Sky have got that sort of money just to dish out in one go. Or the FA or whoever it is. Not the FA, the Premier League.
Also, I suppose a lot of it is to do with the fact you're going to get it. Like it's a bit like when you buy players, you don't pay like your 30 million up front, do you? It's all over time, and so it's just a lot of accounting, isn't it? Like you're going to get the TV money, so then you can spend money on a player because you'll have it by the time you have to pay. And so that's it's all a bit weird, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think Doug and Co have a clear plan for the window. It'll probably be a more frugal approach and trying to find a new few diamonds in the rough. Doug had the Midas touch with most decisions so far, so I'm happy to back him. Just hope we don't beat Derby's unwanted record. You never know.
The less amount of wins in the Premier League. Yeah.
BCFC says, you're already up. Stop panicking. Start enjoying it. I can't till it's done. Martin King, some background on Larin for Southampton. He's desperately trying to get back to starter status for the Canadian men's national team after failed stints at Feyenoord and Mallorca. In Europe. It shows in his play. His off-the-ball play was the best I've seen from him in over a year. Interesting. Lee Lishman. Other results mean we can put it right next week. Keep a lead over the 3 below us. Think Mill will do Hull and freeze when they get the chance of auto promotion. It's between Ipswich, Borough and Cov for me. Ian Mark Rainbow says, in ice hockey, if the keeper commits a foul, another player on the ice has to sit out the penalty on his behalf. Why not send another player to wait for 30 seconds if the keeper's had to have treatment?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Apparently, Martin King says the ref was from Stevenage. Does Stevenage have a grudge against mighty Sky Blues?
Stevenage, yeah, okay.
Referees don't seem to enforce the 8-second rule for keepers. I counted 15 seconds on 2 separate occasions before he dropped the ball to clear it. The ref yesterday always had his back to him.
Hmm.
Finn reckons if he'd have signed Bamford, we could be promoted by now. He scored a nice goal yesterday, in all fairness. Mark Rainbow, in
It'd probably be a
the old days,
clean head with the ball. Maybe.
keeping 2 players on the halfway line was the usual thing. I think it was Strachan. That was the first City manager to pull all 11 back into the area. He did, yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie Carter, the FA aren't aware who the referee supports, but his favourite player is Matt Letizia. All right, back to you, Ken.
Okay. Well, I was going to talk about basically the last you get.
Sorry. I'll just put this in because it's sort of. Mark Rainbow says Jack and the Free Pop and Chris was featured on Ben Littman's vlog from yesterday. His son looked well chuffed with the free stuff. I can only imagine it was like that for the whole morning. There you go.
Oh,
It was very good. It was a great event, and I think the kids enjoyed it. Well, anything for free is good, isn't it? You don't get much free these days. So I think once they all realised it was free, we had a lot more people turning up once the word got around. I said even the stewards turned up for a free pack of crisps and a bottle of pop. So, right, okay. I was going to chat a little bit about the next 4 games. And I know I'd look at the league table there. Swansea away, Derby home, Hull away, Sheffield Wednesday home. So if I'm taking a block of 2 blocks of 4, if you like, we've got 8 games left. How many points, Vicky, do you reckon we'll get out of the Swansea, Derby, Hull and Sheffield Wednesday? Them 4.
12.
Oh,
It was just
12.
a blip yesterday. We're going to be back on it. 12 points.
Okay, maximum points from all of them, yeah?
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm slightly worried about Hull now. I found out that Claudio's going. So I probably need to caveat that.
Yeah.
I was confident for 12 points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be
So
fantastic.
that's it. 12 points. We're going to break Claudio's curse. Win the league. Claudio's curse is gone. 12 points.
Well, that'll be it. 12 points. We're up then after them 4 games then. So you're saying by the time we play Sheffield Wednesday at home, that'll be it. That game that's been moved by Sky, by the way. It's now a 12:30 kickoff. Sheffield Wednesday game at home. So that's been moved to an early kickoff. Claudio, how many them 4? Swansea away, Derby home, Hull away, which you may be going to, and Sheffield Wednesday at home.
1 point. No, joking.
1? That will put us under enormous pressure.
I think there's going to be win, draw, or draw, win. I think we'll get 8 points.
8?
Somehow in that 4 games, we'll get 8 points.
We're
going to average 2 points a game still.
Okay, well that's not bad, is it? Really, to be honest. Good. Luke, how many do you think?
10. I think our only slip-up was going to be Hull. I think we're going to draw away. I think the other 3 will be definitely 3.
You think we'll beat Swansea and Derby and for Wednesday? Yeah. Yeah.
I just think Hull. We might. I mean, is it Charlie Hughes? Is he going to be out? That game
was violent conduct. Was it a 3-match ban or just a 1?
Yeah, I think it was violent conduct, wasn't it? I'm sure it was.
Yeah, I think
he got sent off. I don't know what it was for.
That might affect it a little bit, but just we're at their ground, and they are playing like them. They can turn up, can't they?
If it's 3 games, he will miss it. Yeah, I think so. That's the 3rd game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think 10. Win, draw, win.
Okay. I'm probably going to agree with you there, Luke. I think 10 as well. and I think the one we may only get a draw at is possibly Saturday at Swansea. I just think it's going to be a draw. I don't know why. I think the other three will win. Derby, Hull and Sheffield Wednesday. I think we'll get a point on Saturday. That's my prediction. But that'll be good. That'll be good. I mean, I'll be happy with that. More than happy. So, 10 points that'll put us on, 77? That's 87 points, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, that's close, isn't it? That's close. Then we've just got 4 games remaining now. So, be interesting to see. Right, okay. Man of the match on Saturday was Milan. Van Eerwyck, up in the lounges.
Boys and girls, and anybody else, in fact. Yes. Well, I would like you to put your hands together for our player of the match today, Milan Van Eerwyck. It's a long time, but you deserve it up here again. I know what you're going to say. I've got to admit that I think Southampton did a bit of a job on us in the first sort of 20 minutes. They knew the threats. They sort of pressed high and made us want to kick long.
Yeah. I think Southampton, their analysis is very good, but I think if we were more clinical with our chances as well, it would have been a different game. But we're still 5, 6, 7 points clear. So I don't want to say like we need to worry about anything, but a loss is you just have to take it on the chin and move on to the next game.
And it's interesting that I think it was their goalkeeper who got player of the match from Sky. So it says a lot about the chances we created.
Yeah, 100%. But like I said before, if we were just clinical as the games before, then a good goalie doesn't have a chance against that as well. But you have to move on.
And another fantastic turnout. I think I wrote down how many was here. Lots, that was it, yeah. But yeah, 31,000, another great turnout, full house again for us. And the inspiration we get from that first song is just incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I think everybody in the team and also the people outside, I appreciate everybody just coming over every game and supporting us home and away. So, like with this, I would just want to say everybody just thank you and keep us, keep supporting us, and we're gonna bring it home.
We are. We don't want to rely on others, but it was pleasing that Bristol City got a last-second equaliser against Middlesbrough.
Yeah, 100%. So a bit lucky there as well, but let's keep it going.
And then we've got to need Millwall, whoever they're playing today. We need that result to go. But yeah, onwards and upwards. And the thing is, you've got such a depth in the squad that you can take 3 players up, bring 3 players on, and not to the detriment of the team.
Yeah, 100%. And I think Vic said it in the small book as well. There's competition, but it's like a good competition. It keeps everybody sharp and fit, and everybody just they're not sad or obviously you want to play, but they're not aggy, if you know what I mean. So everybody just in a good spirit. So that's good to have.
And a fantastic confidence for Victor. And the penalty came out of nowhere, didn't it?
Yeah, and it's something you need to have luck as well. But just came a bit too late, I would say. But on to the next one.
And Vic got it, but there's 3 or 4 that wanted to take it, I believe.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if they're confident in themselves, then you have to take it. But Vic is one of the best kickers, I would say, in the team in the whole competition. So penalty is nearly always a good goal for him.
And will we ever see a Milan stepping up, take a penalty?
No. I might take a long shot, but eventually end up in a crowd again. So not me.
And you were getting down that right wing again. It was just fantastic. We know that you've got incredible pace, but the relationship you have with the players inside of you to do those runs, it's obviously working on the training ground, and you can see it here.
Yeah, 100%. Like you said, it's something you work on, and obviously with Sakamoto on the right side, it's a combination that's been going on for 2 years, 3 years now. So we're just on a level that I don't think much people have. So hopefully we can keep it going. Yeah.
Well, we thank you for coming up here today, and we thank you for the great performance. Please put your hands together for the match, and I'm and we've got some fans here for you.
There you go, man of the match from up in the lounges. I think he did mention the actual Sky man of the match was the Southampton goalkeeper, surprisingly. But there you go. That was our man of the match up in the lounges, and he didn't get many. He hasn't had many this year, so it's nice to have Milan having a man of the match award. Obviously, it's getting close now. We'll have a Player of the Year competition, obviously, running the next few weeks. 8 games to go. I mean, for me, Carl Rushworth is my player of the season. Has anybody else took your minds to think anybody have anything different, Vicky?
No, I think probably Rushworth. I mean, there's players that in pockets of the season have done really well, isn't there? Like you had the bit of the season where like Asante was really on it, and then you had the bit of the season where like I suppose like Sims through November, like when so they got them like Player of the Month awards. So there's been pockets of form from different players at different times, but Rushworth has been the one that consistently has been like awesome all season, and has kept us in some of his saves in some games have been crucial to points, haven't they? So consistently like made a difference, and so yeah, I think it's hard to look past him really.
Yeah, I agree. Claudia, I'm sure you agree as well, don't you? With that?
No.
What are you going to say?
Well, I think Rushworth is so good anyway. So
okay,
it's an easy one, isn't it, to give it to him because I think he's a good keeper. So I don't think he's not doing anything outstanding. He's being Carl Rushworth, and does that make any sense? Yeah. He's a good goalkeeper. That's obvious.
Yeah, you can't penalise him for being good because he still has to turn up and do that, doesn't he?
True. I just think
when he first arrived, he took a bit of time to get used to everything, didn't he? And he wasn't outstanding when he first arrived. I mean, then you had what's his name as well, didn't you? What's Collins, who was in command, and we had Ben Wilson in goal as well. But obviously, once we'd seen a few games, we knew how good he was.
Well, undoubtedly, consistently, he's been the best player in the park. It says a lot, really, considering we're top of the table. He shouldn't be, should he? Really?
No, he shouldn't be. But
it just shows you how many games you don't dominate. The fact that he's having to make worldies all the time.
All good teams built from the back, though, aren't they? With a solid goalkeeper, as they say.
Wow. They say from the back, it's excluded a couple of players in the middle of defence at the minute. I would pick. See, I mean, he wasn't really my favourite at all, and I'm surprised he was still here in the summer. And if it had gone in the summer, I wouldn't have batted an eyelid. And that's Jay Da Silva. I just think this season the improvement has been ridiculous from last season.
He was a player.
Even yesterday, he was the one trying to put crosses in when they've got that many players with initials. Mason Clark, EMC, should have been putting the ball in, and he wasn't. He was dilly-dallying, doing about the 20th step over. It really frustrated me yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
When he was giving it to Da Silva, and he was the one putting the crosses in.
Yeah.
And I just think he's improved vast improvement on last season.
I think that's a good show. It's funny, on Thursday, I was going to say, before I didn't get on the show, but I was going to say that in my mind, he is the most improved player of the season. And actually, not even just the most improved, but above what we even thought he was capable of. I don't think any of us thought that he had that in his locker. Like there's certain players that we thought were underperforming last season and have done better this season. And then, but I think he's a player that it's just gone to a different level that I don't even think most of us thought was in his locker. And so yeah, I think that's a fair shout. I think.
I just think
a lot of teams were like picking on Da Silva, if you like, and the tactics wise, and aiming for him a lot. The teams because of his height, weren't they? And
I mean, what he lacks is defensively. That's he's got issues there, hasn't he? But I just think compared to last season, he's improved so much. And Carl Rushworth is brilliant. We know he's brilliant, and I really hope we sign him. But it's almost like too easy a choice, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's a bit like Rodoni last year. I'm trying to think out of the box. Yeah. Whereas Rodoni, I know he's injured, but Rodoni's gone like that. Da Silva's gone up there, hasn't he, from last season? Whereas Rodoni,
maybe if BTA hadn't got injured, he started the season on fire, didn't he, BTA? And he got injured, he scored all them goals, and he was a massive improvement, wasn't he, from the season before?
But the only blip De Silva's had was that sending off, and it took him 2 or 3 games to get back in it again. But he's definitely, for me, the most improved. I'd give it to him. I think he just deserves it from where he was last season.
Sorry, just quickly, just before you ask you, but just quickly as well, he gets a lot of stick to Silva about like being small and his sort of defensive frailties, but I think teams target both of our fullback positions because of the way we play. They're both looking to get forward, so people are always looking to expose that space behind. And I'm not sure that it's only because he's short. It's just because the way we play, teams can see that's a vulnerability. So that's not necessarily his fault. It's almost the way he's asked to get forward, isn't it? And so it's not just his height thing. It's just a general way we play. That if any team's been watching us, they'll know that's a space to try and expose. And so and he always gets more stick than Milan when teams do it to both sides. And just because Milan's slightly more of a fan's favourite, I guess he doesn't get the same level of stick. I think it's a problem on both for both fullbacks. Defensive wise, but anyway, sorry. Anyway, let Luke answer his.
I'd probably agree with you there. I do agree with that. It's a difficult one, but I'll go for Rushworth. Obviously, it's an easy pick, but De Silva, I agree, has come on a hell of a lot. The last, certainly, the last part of the season, definitely his performances have been up there with the best. Luke, have you got anything different from Carl Rushworth or De Silva?
Well, I have to agree with the De Silva comments. I mean, I have heard people say since Frank's come in, he's turned him into a prime Ashley Cole, and he has improved. But for me, I'd say it's either Carl Rushworth or Sakamoto. I just got this thing about Sakamoto, the work ethic that he puts in. He's not scoring week in, week out, but the work ethic. And I've always said this: you expect players to lose balls or something. But as long as they chase back after it, run back after it, put 110% in for the 90 minutes that you're on that pitch, and you can't ask for more, can you? Really, from a player? And I think Sakamoto that every time. I've liked him since he's come in. He's just work ethic. It's just fantastic for me.
Yeah,
I think Rushworth will get it, and quite rightly so. Yeah,
well, obviously Jack Madoni. Is the holder at the moment for our one as well. We do
actually, Ken, won't it? Because last season Jack Madoni won it by a mile. I think we got about 5 of the votes for another player. But the 2 seasons before, it was much more spread out across about 5 players. I suspect it'll probably be more spread this season. I think there will be a bit more of a range. It'll be interesting to see how that pans out.
Yeah, so obviously we'll be doing that again this year. We're taking your votes, and there'll be a trophy to be won, and we'll be giving away a signed shirt for next season when you all go in the draw, when you put your votes in. So that'll be coming up soon. That's something to look forward to over the next few weeks, the player of the season. So get your thoughts in. But I'm sure, Rushworth will be up there, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. And Claudio, I think a lot of the comments agree with us, don't they?
Well, I'll read some other ones because I think some of them be a bit harsh of our skills. I'm just saying. So Anthony Pettifer says, none of you doing kick it for a ticket, then unless it's Vicky. GLB Boxing, keep talking about the games, lads, and don't start playing, please.
Yeah, we did. We weren't prepared for it, to be honest. It was one of them spontaneous
excuses.
We had shoes on. We didn't have the right kit.
There's a bad ref there.
I didn't have my pre-match meal. Finn's put toe poke Ken. Ian Harris, I'm surprised the other teams haven't man-marked Grimes. I remember Lloyd McGrath man-marking Gaza and doing a good job on him to the point where Gaza got frustrated, lashed out at McGrath and fractured his forearm on Lloyd's face. Made of granite, Lloyd was. That's true. He never came out for the second half, did he? Paul Stratton, see now why Jack is a statistician and Claudia demolishes prawn sandwiches. Ken is just Ken. Keep up the great podcast. Would Ken or Claudia score from the halfway line, says Finn.
I've got 2 chances, I do. Yeah.
Frank Wood says, after that video, don't any 3 of you criticise any of our players' abilities again?
Well, Jack's was the worst. He started it off.
That's why we're pundits. That's what we do. Yeah. Alex Robinson says, that was my Mrs. Becky Twigger with regards to the swaps. She's Claudio's #1 fan. That's it, Becky. I remember now. I did feel a bit of a nana because I hadn't got them with me. Michael Hardy says,
never brought them with you.
I know. My son, they're here. My son missed out on a free Pop and Chris. He was too busy doing the swaps. There's so many on that table. It's nuts. Mark PUSB, Lampard should get that dartboard up the training ground. Might help our strikers. If you don't get the bullseye, you don't play in the match. Warren Mitchell says, Claudia, did you have another Chinese massage this week to help with your limp? That's my technique. What about? Mark Rainbow, Dead Star 3975. I'm guessing you never saw Kevin Drinkle's feeble attempt at headers. Haji looks like Billy the Fish in comparison. Jamie Carter, now, Claudio, us rugby people don't like Leicester. Oh dear, what a mess they're in now.
Second bottom.
What a terrible defeat that was yesterday.
Awful. Yeah.
You know, I don't really take much notice of that. It's funny when you're at the top, like we've been virtually the whole. You know, if it hadn't been for that Oxford game, we'd have been top forever. That one weekend where we drew with Oxford, we'd just still been there, wouldn't we? Incredible, really. It's terrible, isn't it? I just haven't been looking at the bottom of the table really. Then I noticed how bad Leicester were doing yesterday. I thought, my word, they are in real trouble, aren't they?
Well, it didn't help with West Brom winning, did it?
I know, good old West Brom. Yeah. I got Steve Johnson says, I've got lots of cough tattoos, but having the championship winners one already booked when not if it happens. Kevin Turner, before the Borough match, if he'd have said we'd get 18 points out of the next 21, few would have believed it, with the others playing each other or help us get over the line. Jordan James from Leicester, anyone? Yeah, good player, actually. They've got a lot of good players who just don't want to play for them anymore. Something's happened there, which, they're not happy. Whereas, I suppose, wherever we think of Doug King, he's done a lot of good things at the club, and there's a lot of players who want to play for him, and people are playing for Frank Lampard as well, which is a big difference, I think. Paul Stratton, as good as Haji is, if he grew a pair, he would be a world beater. It's a mind thing. Craig Robinson, I bet if the prize was a large portion of fish and chips from the Binley Mega Chippy, Ken would have won that competition.
Good chance if there's a prize on the table, yes.
Yeah. Mark Robbins? Mark Rainbow says, with 7 points, our goal difference lead over Borough, they have to win 3 more games than we do, plus Ipswich and Millwall have to win 4 more. Well, 3 plus a draw, and it's getting closer. That's what I'm saying. They're going to run out of games. Becky Twigger says, that was me, Claudio, that bought my swaps. My children got me another bumper 36 pack. So I have even more. We're discussing that. I bought 2 boxes. Right, I ended up with 200 swaps. I literally, and I think Becky was saying she's been starting buying the albums and just giving them away because trying to get the stickers. Hope I'm giving your secret away. Finn, do you want us promoted, Claudia? Club first, please. Look, I'm not missing out. Sorry, Finn. I've been doing it too long to miss out on the day it might actually happen. Martin King, 89 points, winners the league, 12 points total, 89, says Mark, PUSB. Ian Harris, 3 wins, 2 draws will be enough. Quick someone, glue Claudio's locks so he can't leave the house. Kinky stuff again, Dawn. Trust Dawn to... Yeah, every time. The sun will be round again soon. Don't exist anymore, does it? Just as well, really. I thought it's so funny that a lot of the people watching start to go through the Sun archives trying to find photographs of Dawn. Paul Stratton with Borough, Ipswich, Millwall having to play each other. I think 85, 86 will do it for top 2. Wouldn't it be great if somebody said, didn't they, if we got 87, how brilliant that would be. No easy games, says King Carlos. That's true. There is no easy games. 6 points lost already. Claudia, have a rethink. 6 points lost already. Who's this then? Who's lost 6 points?
Is he on about you going to Hull?
Oh, sorry. Yes. Hull and Blackburn. Yeah, sorry. Ian Harris says, like watching University Challenge. or university challenged. Sky Blue Bantam, stunning video, boys. Hope you all pass the audition for Escape to Victory 2.
No, we're gonna leave you with that video again tonight. It's a fantastic video. We'll end the program with it. And I've had so many comments about it. People, I know, didn't realise I went down the chippy so often.
Well, yeah. Will Snoop Doggy Dog be at the Swansea game? Oh, that's interesting. Well, we'll find out in the next episode. Do you like what I did there, Luke?
Yeah, I like that.
Christy Hannity, Charlie Hughes sent off for Hull. Does this mean he'll miss our game? We think so. We're not sure.
Apparently they were appealing holding an appeal the red card.
It
will be extended then if he does appeal it.
Yeah, loses. Yeah.
Don't mean to be negative. If we stick with the nucleus of this team in the Prem, well, unfortunately, I don't think we get destroyed. We'll need to be ruthless. Yeah, there'll be a plan, surely. Sai Balagaran gun. If we cannot sign Rushworth, we need to make a run at Daniel Peretz, who was in goal for Southampton yesterday and is on loan from Bayern Munich.
Oh, is it?
Oh. I realise that.
Yeah. Dylan Boot says, regarding those terrible challenges, I believe retrospective action can still take place as they were not booked despite a foul being given. I want. Do we have to raise a? The trouble is, it's going to benefit whoever they play, and if it was a Ipswich player or a Middlesbrough player or a Millwall player, then great, because that's going to affect us in other games, isn't it?
Yeah.
But there's no advantage now to us, is it? For Southampton to have them sent off.
To be honest, they should look at it. They should look at it if it's been brought to their attention. It was a live TV game, and we've had it done to us, haven't we, before? When the referee hasn't spotted it, and the FA or somebody at the FA has spotted it and poked their nose in, if you like, and said, "Oh no, this should be dealt with." So we'll see.
Now, lots of people are saying Rushworth. Some people said Rushworth and Grimes, MBE and De Silva, says Simon Balarangan. Rushworth is lots of Rushworth. I mean, he's going to win it. I can't see. Trevor Merriman would agree. Claudio De Silva for me, our player of the season. That's so it's like we were saying. A question for the panel from Mark Rainbow. If you take Carl Rushworth out of the equation, it could be 4 or 5 players. Mark Rainbow, question for the panel. Of all the players we have sold or left the clubs in the 3 or 4 years, do you think we have actually missed them?
Yeah, I think we miss obviously the obvious ones, Hamer.
Yep. Fads,
definitely. A bit of experience at the back. Yep. Although he was getting on a little bit, Bernie.
Yeah, I miss his attitude. I miss it. He was that talisman, wasn't he, at the back? I miss that.
Yeah. Been interested to see how Dominic Hyam would have done. You know, he was a popular player, wasn't he, when he was here? And we sold him to. Did we sell him to get a new pitch?
Yeah,
to pay for the pitch. Yeah,
pay for the pitch. That's right.
I'm still annoyed about that now because I loved it.
How ridiculous is that? When you look back, you think, what is going on here? You know,
well, he's captain for Wrexham. He's doing all right there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing all right. Yeah.
I thought he'd be captain here. I really thought that was his trajectory, and I'm still gutted that he went. And I'm so annoyed that was. Even years later, I'm still annoyed about
that. I think he would have done well under Lampard. He would have been. He would have been good.
The system we play, the player who would really suit it is Victor Gyökeres.
Yes, big Vic. Yeah. 3
up front, Vic in the middle would have been tremendous for this team.
Oh, yeah.
I think chasing the ball down, carrying it, he would be happy to try it on his own, wouldn't he? He was getting better at bringing players in. You know what? If we get promoted, wouldn't it be great to get him on loan?
That team, yeah. I'll tell you what, if Tottenham go down, would you have Maddison on loan?
I don't think we'll touch him because of his ACL.
I don't think we'll touch him because he's
I'd have that, what's his name? Kulusevski. I'd have him from Spurs. Really like him.
No, we can't have Maddison. He went to Leicester. He's dirty now. We can't have him back.
Yeah.
I mean, the Uruguayan used to play for Juventus is good as well. I've got his flipping name now. I mean, they've got good players. I mean, they've got a good draw at Anfield today.
They've got a good
they'd
point.
lose because they got
They're
Forest. They've got Forest next weekend, and that's a real showdown. That is, because if Forest can beat them, and they could slip into the bottom three. Spurs.
I'm really torn on it because I'd quite like to go to Spurs next season. See their new ground and everything.
Yeah.
But equally, if they go down, that means a team that is really going to be relegation threshold again next season is going to stay up, and that can only help us, can't it? Like if a team like a Forest don't go down this season, they're going to be down that end again next season, and that's going to help us because we want 3 teams that can go before us. And so, actually, Spurs going down this season does us a favour, I think.
Sorry, Luke, what were you saying?
So I was just saying we've got to be better than the worst 3 or 4 in the Premier League next season. You know, we should be better than them. That's all.
But when you look at it, look, people like teams like Brighton's the ideal one for me. We can sort of look upon as a model, if you like. I think Brighton is a similar sort of size club to us, although I think we've got a bigger fan base than Brighton, to be honest. But Brighton have had no ground. They come, if you remember, years ago, they've come back up. They've done brilliantly. They've got a brand new ground now, brand new stadium, and they're holding their own, aren't they? You know, they're doing a really good job, and that's the sort of club I think we've got to model
on. I don't even think Brighton's anywhere near as big as us.
No, you're not. Well, I'm just saying what
they've actually won nothing in their whole history.
What they've been through in the past, I was referring to, really, like they've had no ground and stuff like that.
But I mean,
there's a few clubs.
Size of club, Ken, they're nowhere near us.
No,
I was watching Forest today.
Bournemouth are another one. They're nowhere near as big as us. You know,
that's where old deers go to end their lives, isn't it, Bournemouth?
And Brentford are as well. Brentford are very similar. They're nowhere near big as us.
I was watching Fulham today at Forest, and I kept looking at Fulham thinking, how have you lasted so long in the Premier League? Yeah, they came up. We did the double O from that season.
We did, yeah.
And I looked at their team yesterday. I thought, this is absolutely unrecognisable. I mean, obviously, they got one of the best. I mean, is it Wilson in midfield? Such a great player.
Yeah.
But I looked at them. I thought, God, they're so quick. They're so fast and quite physical. So I'm looking at them thinking, come on, if we get this right, we could maybe look, hopefully, to a few years in the Premier League if we get up there.
Yeah. There's no reason why we can't do it. I mean, look, Forest managed to stay up, didn't they? You know, and there's no reason whatsoever why we can't do it. We were a long time in the top flight, one of the longest, weren't we, before? Along with, was it Everton and Arsenal before we got relegated?
Liverpool,
yeah. Even Man United went down in that time way back.
And Spurs and Chelsea and West Ham, they all did. Newcastle, Sunderland a few times, Middlesbrough twice.
Yeah.
I just think, you mentioned Forest, they spent 150 million the first season, didn't they? They spent all the money to try and stay in the league. So if we get it right, it's great. I mean, it looks a bit dodgy this season now because that's nothing to do with spending money. That's to do with the person they had doing recruitment and the owner who just won't give anybody a chance. You know, they've had 4 managers this year, have they? I think something like that. It's
ridiculous, isn't it?
Wolves, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Mark Rainbow says, yes. At least Claudio had an excuse for being rubbish at football darts. He was also live on the radio at the same time. Wasn't I?
How did that happen, Claudio?
Well, it's obviously pre-recorded. It was funny that I was on the radio at the same time as being at the CBS. Drains or Us says, who was that so-and-so who was slagging off the forwards on CWR yesterday? Yeah, I think a lot of people commented on that.
I don't know. I didn't hear it.
I didn't know it.
Yeah, I mean, they just weren't at it yesterday, but they're not rubbish. They're not rubbish, that's for sure. Is it worth a Sky Blue Fans TV swap event? I've got loads too. Oh.
Yeah.
Jamie Carter says, 12 on promotion, Claudio will break his duck at Hull.
So it's too risky to make that risk gamble, isn't it?
Yeah, Miss Big Vic says Martin King. Fad scored yesterday for Chesterfield. There you go. Behind me. Let's take Fatawu from Leicester if they go down and we go up.
Is that the Coventry lad?
No, that's Monga.
Oh,
But they reckon that Frank quite likes Cienza, don't they? He wasn't playing yesterday for Southampton, the Brazilian winger. Jonathan David from Juventus. Yeah, I think he's Canadian as well, isn't he? Interesting. Haji apparently has missed 17 big chances this season. Do you think we can afford that in the Prem?
No, because you're not going to get.
You can't, can you?
Not going to get as many chances, are you, against better defenders?
I'm not sure we're going to get 17 big chances. Yeah. Uncle John, the Brighton have a pair of geniuses at the helm with Tony Bloom model, the players they buy and the gigantic profits they sell on for, not to mention how they sense sufficient there are in staying up, self-sufficient.
Yeah,
that's true.
They're brilliant, to be fair. The way they've bought and sold players. And yeah.
See, Gordon Tully's on the same page. Bournemouth, God's waiting room.
You've obviously been there a few times, have you, Claudio? Bournemouth?
Years ago in the 70s, I went to the Winter Gardens. It's not there anymore. It's been knocked down. I went to see, you show my age now. I went to see Lulu, the summer special, Lulu. Basil Brush was on. We also went to see, remember Richard Nixon? Was Nixon the magician? Was it Richard Nixon? David Nixon? It was the magician.
Oh, okay.
And it was not Little and Large, the other pair.
Cannon and Ball.
Mike and Bernie Winters.
I thought you would say Cannon and Ball.
No, Mike and Bernie Winters.
Mike and Bernie Winters.
At the Winter Gardens, yeah.
Okay.
Those are the days. Mike Yarwood, he was the head. He was the main act.
Wow. Fantastic memories.
Me and Luke are just like, what?
Porygon says, Claudia, give Brighton and Fulham some respect. They got Premier League on merit and seem to, well, they are. But what I'm saying is we are much bigger than they are. So we should be,
definitely.
We should be doing it. No excuses. But we've shown what happens when you badly run.
Yep.
So hopefully we're not anymore.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Okay, that's about it, I think, isn't it? It's just after 9:30, so we're going for 2 hours. Any more business at all? Anybody want to say anything? No, we all finished. We're all happy. Yeah. We are still going up, aren't we, Luke?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Going to win the league, Vicky?
Definitely.
Claudia?
Well, I promised to go up. I live in Birmingham, so I said I'm going to get a blue wig and take out my portable speaker. They pump it up on repeat around the whole of Birmingham.
They may just get that old bus in the Transport Museum, get them wheels tightened up and dust it down, because we are certainly on our way, aren't we? So just a matter of time now, I think.
Trevor Merriman says, scary, but I recognise all those performers at the Winter Garden. Any care homes in Bournemouth? The place is packed with care homes.
People like to retire down by the seaside. I don't know, that's why. So, nothing wrong with that, is there?
And here's a quick one then before we go. Might as well get this out of the way. Martin King says, what drink are we having when we get promoted?
Wow. What drink? Lots of it. Yeah, lots of it.
Guinness.
Can we afford to get the champagne out? I don't know. But yeah, lots of it. I'm sure
I'll be drinking bubbly. Bit of bubbly. It's got to be bubbly, hasn't it?
Yeah. Plenty
Lots
of
it.
What we won't be short of is parties up and down the Coventry area, wherever you are. There's going to be parties galore, isn't there? Celebrations going on into the night.
Every pub's going to be on it.
Yeah, that's it, because we were robbed of all that from League One, weren't we? Like, so this is, and that's why I said a few weeks ago. Like now, I know it's not. I'm convinced it's happening. I think it's going to take a monumental collapse for us not to go up as like title winners. But I was just thinking, I'm going to enjoy it, because how often do these sort of things happen? Like, so I'm just full on like, we're going for it now. At the end of the season, just like enjoy every moment, because how long will it be until we get this sort of feeling again? So yeah.
Vicky, hopefully never again. I hope this only happens once now.
I think we're going to stay up, and we won't. So the next celebration will be European football, won't it? That'll be my next dream.
Exactly. I don't want to experience this again.
No.
That's the next thing we've got to look for. But
that's it. Enjoy it for all it's worth. Enjoy it for all.
Enjoy it while you can.
Hopefully, the next time it happens, I'll be wheeled out in a chair facing the sea at Bournemouth.
Well, there you go. We might even come down.
Sophia Luca and Jess will be saying, "All right, we'll come and fetch you in a bit, Dad. Enjoy the sea air." How's the city doing? Allusion to Bedworth. Oh, what happened there then? They're in the Premier League last time I remember. Anyway, that's me done tonight.
That's it. There is no more then. We're off to South Wales then next Saturday. Remember, it's a 5:15 kickoff, I believe. So make sure you get your timings right. Long journey. Hopefully, we'll bring back 3 points.
And we're back on Thursday, remember?
We're back on Thursday with our next live show, of course. We probably have. Well, we have got a.
Steve's on. So we have Steve from Wales.
Our Welsh correspondent, our Coventry City Welsh fan, is going to be on Thursday. So I look forward to seeing that. And hopefully another 3 points. And we're on our way, aren't we? Surely. It's a big, very good night. We're going to leave you with our fantastic video of us, which was fantastically created and caused a bit of a stir, shall we say, and a lot of comments flying in on about it. But I think it's brilliant. Very good night to you. Then a big play off, Sky Blues. Thanks, Vicky. Thanks, Luke. Thanks, Claudio, for your last minute rush back from your Mother's Day celebrations. That's it. Good night. See you Thursday.
Sky Blue Fans TV.